Greetings, Basic Brian here, and now I'm going to speak about my NES collection. I've come to a point where I have 15 NES games with a sleeve, with a manual. I might not get any more than this. I'm at a pretty good point in my opinion. So I'm going to talk about a few of the manuals that I have, the instruction booklets for a Nintendo Entertainment System that I have in my collection. I don't know why I chose to get these with the manual. It might be because a certain store had them at the time and I just bought a bunch of them when I had the opportunity. But I'm going to talk about 7 manuals, some things that stick out that I read and looked at recently. And the first game I'm going to talk about is Captain Skyhawk, which is right behind me, playing, and it's a Milton Bradley published game, Rare developed, and aliens want to drain Earth's energy, feed it to their space station, vaporize the Earth with deadly laser blasts, the goal, according to the story. And the way we see the plane, it says, we have a spy satellite viewer that lets you see your plane from above as you fly it. And the goal is ultimately to get a neutron cannon, and you do a little delivery of supplies and scientists and supplies to stations, and with firefighting, with isometric view with some mountains and stages. And also there's stages that are like Top Gun or Afterburner a little bit as well. So those are just some things about Captain Skyhawk. Next I'll move on to Casino Kid. And something funny in the manual says that Casino Kid is born to gamble. I find that amusing. That's just a cool statement. And the goal is to ultimately face with the Casino King at his mansion, and you have to play 8 people in the casino, or 16 people, 8 in the game of blackjack and 8 in the game of poker, or you could call it blackjack 21. And you ultimately have to get earnings or winnings of $1 million to go to become the patriarch of the god of the casino and gambling. And Casino Kid is born to gamble. So there you have it. And the next game I'm going to talk about that I have the manual for is Dick Tracy. As Dick Tracy pored over the crime files and the mugshots that littered his desk in his dimly lit office down at police headquarters. And he uses his 2-way wrist radio to communicate with headquarters and the kid maybe. And the ultimate goal is to get hard evidence against Big Boy Caprice, who is played by Al Pacino in the movie. And it's basically kind of like I like it because it has a map screen, and there's also, and you drive in your car in the city and look for locations, and locations are kind of like side-scrolling stages in kind of like Turtles and Zelda 2 in a way. And I'll move on to the next game, which is Double Dribble, that I have the manual for. And the story is that you're against LA in a championship series, deadlocked at 3 games apiece. This is the final game, and you're crashing the glass, forcing turnovers, and firing 3-point bombs. And basically that's the hype, the pressure that you try to get with the Double Dribble game. Next, we'll talk about Dragon Warrior, which I have the manual for, in the land of Alaf Guard. It's basically a story of darkness and light, and you got the Royal Good King, Lorik, and the Dragon Lord, who stole the balls of light from Tantagel. And there's poisonous marshes in the world now, and merciless fangs. And ghosts and dragons wipe village off the map. And the Dragon Lord's castle is Charlock. And the seer Mahanta predicted that the descendant of Eric will come and recover the balls of light. And that is you. It's you, it says in the manual. And herbs are pulverized and mixed. Mandragora and mugwort that heal your HP. And you save your game using the Imperial Scrolls of Honor. And you go back to the king to do that, to report your deeds and your progression. And the next game I will talk about is Excite Bike that I have the manual for. It's a black box game, and it's a program. It's part of the programmable series, and you qualify for a solo race or compete with others in the A and B modes, which you commonly find in those early NES black box games. Not all of them, but like Donkey Kong and that kind of thing. And you can do a design mode, and you can do 19 hurdle types, but you cannot save your tracks that you make. And they make it seem like open-ended, like you might be able to save it in the future with an upgrade to your Nintendo, but that never happened in America ultimately. And the next game I will talk about, which is the last game that I have the manual for, is Ivan Iron Man Stewart Super Off-Road, which is a 4-player game, and it advertises the satellite system to be able to do the 4-player game. I don't know if the 4-score will work. It's based off the #1 arcade game, Tear Up the Road. And this sentence is kind of why this game is addictive and good. Trade in cash prizes for race truck accessories at the speed shop and improve chances for victory. So there's 8 different tracks and stadiums and 16 different configurations. And you can buy nitro fuel units, you can improve your top speed, you can get new tires or better tires, and shocks to help tires decrease the skid. Shocks take tighter turns at higher speeds, and top speed makes you go faster ultimately, and acceleration makes you get there faster. And so yeah, those are the NES games that I have with the sleeve. I'm thinking about stopping my collection for now with just minor adjustments and trades with my space, because I have filled my NES area. And I just wanted to talk about some of the games I have with manuals. Thank you for watching. I hope this was moderately interesting at least, or at least a little interesting. All the best. Take care.